Hello everyone, in this video today we're going to be going over my content creation workflow, basically just LinkedIn, X or Twitter and Facebook. I just need to go on Airtable, create my contents and automatically drag and drop it to my calendar in Airtable. It will automatically be posted. I don't need to do anything else. And this has a lot of use when you're trying to streamline and, save money on a bunch of different softwares. The interface is all built on Airtable. So you just need Airtable and make.com basically to make this, and you can replace most of the softwares out there with these just two tools. So yeah, if you want the tool, you just go down below in the description and you can get it for completely free by getting the ultimate automation page down below in the description. Like I said, it's completely free, and if you want to support me, you can go down to the affiliate links and sign up to make an Airtable with those links. All right, guys, let's go into the tutorial. Okay, so here we are on the PC. I'm going to show you how this actually works out. So here we are in the doc, which you can find down below in the description. This is basically explaining everything that's happening in this workflow. So as you can see, the workflow has an easy to use interface. It's built on Airtable and different views with filters. Has an AI copywriting tool, has an AI image generator tool make with make.com and using ChatGPT 4.0 API. It uses a visual scheduler, automatic publishing with Airtable calendar views, automatic repurposing to other platforms. And as you can see, this is completely for free. As you compare it to other platforms, you can get more of your bang for your buck right here by building this tool. And this tool has two workflows. It has a make.com workflow for AI content building and another workflow for make.com publishing and scheduling. It also has a few automations inside of Airtable, which I will show you how to set up because it has a little bit of code in here. But yeah, let's test this out. Let's start by generating an idea and then scheduling to then publishing it to LinkedIn so you guys can see how this actually works. So you have an idea, right? Once you validate the idea, you click to create and it's going to be ready here to create the idea. And I have a few ideas here to create, which are only ideas that I'm ready to create, I'm ready to work on. So I'm going to tell the AI how to write this, edit the content that's going to pop up here, maybe generate an image, whatever. But here you cannot add the images yourself or you can generate it by AI, okay? Let's say here I want to generate content about GPT-5. Okay, let's say we generate something like this. We go to the AI generator and we're going to click generate post. Once we click generate post, it will actually run through this automation right here. And it will start to generate on GPT, as you can see. Once it's generated, it's going to go back to Airtable and it's going to generate the LinkedIn post. Draft, throw about the future of AI. So OpenAI has been transformed. Okay, so here you have your basic post, right? And let's say you want to generate an image. You just click generate an image and it's going to generate an image which you can use for your LinkedIn posts. It's incredible how you can do this in a matter of seconds, even though it's not as good content as if you were writing this, but you can pretty much edit a few things and make this a very good, very, very good post. Just depends on how you format your prompts. You can see image generated, and this is a bunch of random stuff because I didn't change the AI generated instructions. These instructions are going to determine the quality of your response. Okay, and once you're generating your post, you edit it, whatever, you click and you're gonna go over to calendar view, which is where you will schedule your contents. So as you can see, OpenAI news on ChatGPT 5. You can just drag it. Let's say I wanted to post it tomorrow, and drag and drop. It's gone from to create to scheduled once I put it in the calendar, and once it's tomorrow, it's gonna be automatically posted and run through this workflow, which is pretty crazy. And this is done through an automation we're gonna set up later. But yeah, this is how this actually works. And you can choose the platforms you want to post in. If you want LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, you can post it to all platforms. It's depending on whatever you want. So yeah, let's go to the tutorial. Okay, so I created here from scratch a new table, and we're gonna actually delete all of these fields, okay? You can name this table however you want. I'm just gonna leave it like, because this is where most of the things are gonna be happening, and you're gonna have to add the following fields. Okay, what you need to do is you need to add all of these fields, okay? So you need to add the field for idea, which is just a single line text. You need to add the content, which is a long text. You need to add the attachments, which is an attachment, and that's the image that's gonna be published with the post. You need to add the AI generator instructions, which is long text. You need to add the AI generator, which is like a single select with your multiple categories. I have a lot of categories on my content. This is optional if you want to add these. You can classify them as news, examples, and case studies, agency, journey content, or whatever. And you can just add this to give you a little bit more reference on what kind of post you're going to create. This is the status. This is super important. This is idea, validated, to create, scheduled, published, and published. Okay, these are super important. So you need to copy these by step. Okay, now you need to add the schedule date, which is a normal date, dates field, which the local time of yours, whatever. And yeah, just set it up, save it, and whatever. Okay. Now you need to add the platforms. I like to include LinkedIn, X, Twitter, and Facebook, which is the platforms I mostly post on. These three are the main especially for text kind of post, kind of content like text and an image. So that's why I like to use those only. The platform publish status, and this is super important as well. Publish to LinkedIn, publish to Facebook, publish to the X. This just gives you a little bit more details on what kind of platform it was published to. And yeah, as you can see, not every post is published to Facebook, to LinkedIn, to X. Some are just published to LinkedIn. The next thing you would need to do is to create the views, okay? How to create the views, okay? You create a new view. Let's say you want to name it ideas. But I want to only show the ideas. How do I do this? I'm going to hide the fields which are not important in the ideas, like the content, like the attachments, because they're going to be empty anyway. So I'm going to remove this as of the fields, so I don't see them and they're just on the way. We're just going to remove the AI generator instructions, platform publish status, and the schedule date, because that's really not important. So we're just going to have the idea and the content just to help me develop a little the idea before I actually generate it with AI. So I'm gonna have the idea, but what if I only want to show the ideas right here? As you can see here is showing publish content, rate to post content, whatever. I'm just gonna go to filters. I'm just gonna add a filter where status is an idea, and this is just gonna show me the ideas. If you want to do status as any of an idea and a validated idea. Okay, once you set up the main views, which are ideas, and to create, you can set up a publish view if you want. This is just a filter by status and sorted by the date published, and you can set up a calendar for this as well. It's a calendar where you basically linked it with the date. You create the new view and the date fields, and you're done. But for this, you can add just the colors, select the field, select the field as status, and that's it. That's how you get the colors. And as for the filters, just filter down by where status is any of, to create scheduled, publish, or published. All right. And that's how you only get these. So you can just drag and drop here, and yeah. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go over to the automations tab, which is pretty much the backbone of this tool. We're gonna go to automations. We're gonna first go over the first automation. Okay, So the first automation is the LinkedIn publishing automation, where the schedule date is today, as you can see right here, which when record matches condition, LinkedIn flow, when schedule date, which is a date, is today, today, PDT, you update the record with the status to publish, okay? You update the record from the same record ID, status to publish, okay? And after you run that record, the status to publish, we're not gonna actually use publish to send that automation over to make.com. We're gonna run a script. We're then gonna run a script to send the webhook over to make.com, which will automatically publish the post, okay? So how do we set up this connection between Airtable and make.com? That's what we're gonna do for these two posts. We need to set this up for these two. So yeah, for this, you need to follow me for a second. I'm gonna create an example webhooks to show you how you can set this up for yourself, okay? So yeah, once you're ready, you create a new scenario on make.com. You're gonna click custom webhook. Okay, you're gonna click custom webhook, and you're gonna, the lighting is gonna appear, and you're gonna click add a hook. Just add a random hook, whatever you want your name to be, content work. It's whatever. This is not, the name is not important. And you're gonna go back and you're gonna edit code. Okay, once you click edit code, you can't copy my webhook, of course not, but you need to create another one for yourself, like I said here, and make.com inside your new scenario. What you're gonna do is first, you're gonna go to input variables. You're gonna add your record ID just like this. You're gonna add the value, Airtable record ID. You're gonna copy this code, this exact same code. I'm gonna leave this down in the description. It's gonna be on the templates. I don't know what, but it's probably gonna be on the templates. And in these two columns right here, you're gonna copy address to your clipboard and you're gonna click paste. Okay, this is gonna send the record ID that is being triggered. Okay. Once we test this this webhook, we're gonna actually once we test this webhook, we're gonna actually keep building this specifically for the publishing part. Okay, right now we're doing the publishing part. Once you set this first two steps up and set this inside of Airtable, we need to go on and do all of this. Okay. So I'm just gonna explain it step by step. So you just click and add an Airtable module, get a record. And with this, you're gonna select the table you're working with. Okay, so in my case, it's content workflow. Table is my LinkedIn workflow. And you're gonna actually input your record ID as a variable. Okay, once you input your record ID as a variable, you have to try this out, to get the run this module only, and click record ID and look for examples. Okay, just run this once to get the example. Now you go to HTTP, get a file, and this is going to be the attachments your post is going to have. Most of the posts are going to have attachments, so you're just going to go to attachments right here, and you're going to go to URL, and that's pretty much it. You get the URL and then you get the file. Because like, for example, in Facebook, you need to get the HTTP, get a file function for it, or next to. All right, once you do that, you're going to go over and add a router just like this. And you're going to add a filter where post to LinkedIn, and you add the platforms, which is the variable. You have to contain LinkedIn to go over to here. You don't set this to equal because it can be LinkedIn, Facebook, and X. So you just click contain right here. And the variable will be platforms, right here, platforms, and contains LinkedIn. So if it contains LinkedIn, it's gonna go over to LinkedIn. If it just contains Facebook, it's gonna go over just to Facebook. Okay, post to Facebook. This just contains the platforms. Okay, so it just contains the platform. Facebook's gonna go over here, but it can go over the two branches if it contains both. Okay, this contains Twitter. Okay, so this all depends on how you name the platforms over here. So let's say you name them Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever. This is perfect here as well, because for example, I named X Twitter with inside of two columns here. So yeah, that's why Twitter is like this. Okay, now once you do this, you're just gonna add a LinkedIn, create a user generated post, and you click the file where it says HTTP get a file, and you just create the put the content field as the content you're gonna publish, which is this, and which ends up being looking something like this, the content variable. So yeah, I put the content variable, accessibility public, the main distribution, whatever you want, and the Airtable content workflow will be done, because now you just gotta create a new updated record module so that that it's gonna be published. You're just gonna go over here to record ID, delete and put your record ID, choose your LinkedIn workflow. I didn't mention this, but you should choose before. Status, change it to publish. Platforms, add the platforms. You're gonna add the platforms that it was LinkedIn. And oh my god, you're not gonna add the platforms publish status. This is gonna be published to LinkedIn. All right, and that's pretty much it. Published to LinkedIn, and here it's published to Facebook. And yeah, pretty much the same thing for these three, and pretty much the same thing for these three as in terms of the photos. You choose your page, you choose your file, you choose your message, and it's just editing the variables and stuff like that. So yeah, we finished the LinkedIn workflow publishing, so that every time the date passes, so let's say the date this is scheduled for tomorrow. Okay, the date comes and it's tomorrow, now it's today. The automation is gonna run. You can pretty much do a lot with this. This was just a simple example, but yeah, I mean, you can do a lot with this, like I said, just with this. But now we're gonna go over the AI part and how to actually generate your content with AI. Okay, so the first part is you're gonna go to ideas, and you're just gonna select a few to create so that I can use them as examples. So you go to AI generator instructions. This is absolutely necessary. You go to AI generator. You need to generate a post generated, generate image generated, so that once you select one of these variables, it activates the automation. Once you select generate post or generate image, it will trigger the automation and generate a LinkedIn content, text content. Either it's an image, and it's basically the same thing. You will be running a script to a webhook. So, but the conditions are these ones. When record matches conditions in the table LinkedIn workflow, when AI generator is any of, you need to select generate post, generate image, meaning that when you change the status to generate post or generate image, it's going to trigger this automation. Then it's going to run a script, which is basically the same instructions as the one in on the other automation. The same script, same everything. You need to put your input variable right here on the side, and you need to just copy and paste the script. Okay, copy in the script, paste the script, build your own webhook right here on make.com. Once you build your own webhook, you're gonna do the same thing, get a record inside of Airtable. This is just to get all the data, all the information, and then go from there. Okay, so you get a record based on the record ID. You select your tables and whatever. And after that, you will filter down by whether the user wants to generate a post or generate an image. It's a pretty simple, this is really a pretty simple build, especially if you did the scheduling automations. This will be pretty easy for you to build. So you just create a filter, which is going to be generated post. You got the condition if the AI generator is equal to generate post, it will go through here. And if the AI generator is equal to generate images, it will go down here. This is just basically to avoid creating multiple scenarios and run it all at once. Okay. So yeah, and then you create your prompts, to generate the prompt content. I usually prompt just like this, first a message with the system and then a message with the user. System, you're a LinkedIn expert, you're in charge of content creation department, generating high quality posts with instructions given, never separate title from body, just write. Please generate LinkedIn post structures for the following, and you select now you actually input the variables idea, you select the idea category, you put the category, instructions, extra information, you're just adding variables from your fields so that the AI has a little bit more context on the post you're trying to create. Okay, max tokens, you can do whatever you want here. I set it to 300, but that's just me. And then you're gonna go back to Airtable and you're gonna input all the data ChatGPT has given to you so that it's generated and it's posted over here on the contents. So what you're gonna do, so with your content, you're just gonna go to choices, to the message and the content. Okay, that's pretty simple. I mean, that's all that is. You're just gonna input the content and you're gonna change the status from generated post to post generated. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just put your record ID from the past year. Same thing here. Just generate an image, provide the custom instructions. I'm using DALL-E 3 for better image quality. And you just input the variable, generate image for this post, and it's gonna display the idea. Like, for example, what are some of the people I have learned their most from a couple last months. Post category is probably gonna be journey content. These custom instructions for the image. Like if I have some custom instructions like make a guy, learning or something like that, it's gonna follow only those instructions. If you see them, as you can see. If I don't have the time to put the instructions, I will just generate it like that. Okay. And this is, of course, is gonna input this to the attachment part. As you can see, attachments, image 1, file URL, which everything it gives you right here. URL, response image name, revised prompt. It's the same thing, okay? And then you just change the status to image generated and the ID to the ID. That's pretty much it. Now you have your automation, you click save, you turn it on, and you can go ahead and play with this, and you have now a full content workflow, which you can use for everything you want when it comes to content creation. This is just for text kind of content, but you can probably use this in any kind of content, not just for this, but to generate a lot of like YouTube descriptions. You can go very, very far with Airtable and make that come, especially with OpenAI's API. You can do a lot. Okay. So yeah, that was pretty much it on how I built this workflow right here. Hey everyone, thanks for watching this video till the end. I hope you find a lot of value in it. If you did, just make sure to leave a comment and like, subscribe, activate the bell, because I'll be posting a lot of content like this in the next following weeks. And if you're a business trying to implement systems like this, make sure to book a call down below. We'll talk about it. We'll see what we can do, and we'll see how we can save you an enormous amount of time and energy inside your business, so we can leverage systems like this to, elevate a bunch of profit and, multiply your output on your business. Okay. So yeah, if you're interested in that, book a call down below. And that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching to the end. I hope you found a lot of value, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.